When I married Clara, I believed honesty was the one thing we both treasured above all else. We built our life from the ground up. A tiny apartment, late-night dinners after long workdays, and whispered promises in the dark. She was warm, intelligent, full of energy. But recently, something felt off. She started going out more often, saying she needed time with friends. At first, I didn't question it. I thought trust was the cornerstone of love. One Friday night, Clara told me she would be spending the night at her friend Mia's. She packed a small overnight bag, kissed me on the cheek, and left wearing that familiar smile that once made my heart flutter. I nodded, pretending everything was normal. But deep inside, a quiet unease stirred. Later that night, I decided to text Mia, nothing accusatory, just casual. "Hey, Clara said she's staying with you tonight. Hope you two have a great time catching up." I wasn't expecting much, maybe a cheerful acknowledgement. But Mia's reply twisted my stomach. "Wait, what? Clara's not here. I haven't seen her in weeks." For a long moment, I stared at the screen, rereading the message over and over. My heart raced, a mix of confusion and betrayal surging through me. I wanted to believe it was a misunderstanding. Perhaps she'd made a last-minute change. But the way she had looked at me before leaving, calm, confident, told a different story. I didn't want to react impulsively or call her immediately. I needed to stay composed and think. I knew Clara well enough. If she was lying, she would cling to the story until she felt safe. I devised a plan, one message that would make her reveal the truth. I typed a short text. "Clara, I just got a call from Mia. She said, you never showed up. I think something's wrong. Should I call the police?" Within seconds, the typing dots appeared. Then her reply, "No, don't call anyone. I'm on my way home. I'll explain everything." My hands tightened around the phone. I didn't reply. I just waited, heart pounding, eyes glued to the door. Half an hour later, Clara burst through the front door, breathless and nervous. Her hair was disheveled, her face pale. She tried to smile, but it faltered. "I can explain," she said, voice shaking. I stayed silent. No yelling, no accusations. I just let her speak. "I was actually with a few coworkers," she began, avoiding my gaze. "We decided to go out for the night, but I didn't want you to think I was hiding anything, so I said I'd be at Mia's. It was stupid. I'm sorry." Her story had gaps. I asked a few calm questions: where they went, who was there, when she arrived. Each time, her answers shifted slightly. She sensed my disbelief, and tears soon followed. "Please, I didn't do anything wrong," she whispered. "I just didn't want an argument." I didn't respond. I stood up, walked to the window, and stared out into the dark street. "Clara," I said finally, "you didn't just lie to avoid an argument. You lied because you thought you wouldn't get caught. That's far worse than anything else." The silence that followed was heavy. She wiped her eyes and reached for my hand, but I stepped back. "You broke something tonight," I said quietly. "And I don't know if it can ever be fixed." That night, she slept in the guest room. I stayed awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying every detail of the past few months, the late-night texts, the new perfume, the mysterious smiles. Whether she had cheated didn't even matter anymore. What mattered was that she had looked me in the eye and lied. The next morning, she left early for work, leaving a note on the counter: "I'll do anything to earn your trust back." I folded it carefully and set it aside. Maybe she meant it. Maybe she didn't. But one thing was clear: the person I had loved so deeply had become a stranger. Trust, once broken, could never be the same. And it had taken just one text, one simple truth, to make her rush home and face what she had tried so hard to hide.